Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome back to a new video. So, I just wanted to talk about a tech in ULTRAKILL that I don't see enough people talk about. Sure, there's plenty of good videos about this, but when I still look at other gameplay and stuff, it's still pretty niche and I've only seen a few people use this. And of course, this is conduction. Now, I'm going to be showing you why you should be using this tech more. It deals a crap ton of damage, it's challenging to put off, and it's really satisfying when you do it, right? So, in this video, I'm going to be explaining the weapons that you can use and show you a bunch of combos and stuff that you can do with conduction. So, without further ado, let's get started. First, we have the nail gun. This is ULTRAKILL's minigun, and it has 3 variants, but first let's talk about its primary fire, which is the same for all 3 variants, which is nails. The nails that the nail gun fires can conduct electricity, and how does it do that? Before I get into that, let's explain how the attractor nail gun even works. When you shoot its alt fire, you can place a magnet on a surface or an enemy, and when you fire nails at a light enemy, they will be pulled towards the magnet. This also deals a lot of damage because of its fire rate, but what's a way we can increase the fire rate? Oh, this is the overheat nail gun. It works the same way as the attractor, but instead of shooting magnets for the alt fire, it fires a burst of heated nails. This is perfect for dealing burst damage and firing a lot of nails into one enemy. Now you may ask, what does all of this have to do with conduction? Well, let me introduce you to the Jumpstart nail gun. For its alt fire, you can shoot a cable which after 5 seconds will shock the enemy that's plugged with the cable. But here's where it gets interesting. When you plug the enemy and shoot nails at the same time, not only will the timer go down faster, but wait, is that a second shock? That's because of the nails, which conduct electricity. So this means if I place a bunch of enemies near the plugged enemy, because the nails are conductible, they will shock nearby enemies, like this. Pretty cool, right? So, let me show you the first tech that you can do with the nail gun. So, I have a bunch of enemies here, a bunch of strays and filth, and over here we have a schism. So, let's just move them over here. Let's pull out our Jumpstart nail gun, and pretty cool, right? Now you may ask, how are we supposed to apply this in regular play? Well, let me show you a bunch of clips as example. Okay, so that was the first tech, and I guess you could say it is pretty cool, right? Now, for the next tech, I did mention earlier that there are these things called conductibles, right? Nails conduct electricity, right? Well, coins also conduct electricity. And you may ask how? I don't really know either, but let me show you an example. Yeah, the coins after the electric shock will have electricity like arc through them or something, and then they will shock other enemies. So, with this information in mind, let's just go on ahead and throw the jumpstart out the window, because the traditional way that I showed you was having the jumpstart shock the enemies using the cable, but another weapon that can do it is the electric rail cannon. So, what does the electric rail cannon do? Well, you know how it says, don't use in water, right? Well, this happens. See? There is also an electric shock. So, with this in mind, how about we just shoot the enemies with nails shoot the rail cannon, and then throw your coins in the air. Now you may ask, how the heck are we supposed to apply that in our regular gameplay? Well, this is my favorite tech, and I know exactly how I can apply this in the cyber grind when playing new custom levels. All of that, this tech is amazing. Here, let me show you a bunch of examples where you apply this in regular gameplay. Now, I did say to just throw the jumpstart nail gun away, but it's not completely obsolete. There's still a good use for it. Sure, when you do conduction with the electric rail cannon, it still takes up the electric rail cannon charge. So, what you can do is if you miss, instead of waiting a whole 16 seconds, you can just find a weak enemy, charge it with the jumpstart, and then after the electric shock, you can start throwing your coins. Here, let me show you an example. Though it's not accurate to my description, it's still a good use of the jumpstart nail gun when you miss your electric rail cannon shot. Now, with that out the way, I just wanted to make this clear. There are so many other techs that I could do with conduction that I could show you, but I do recommend that you experiment yourself and see what you can do more with this. And because I'm a bit of a time crunch right now, it's that I have other videos to pump out as well, and right now, this is the best I could do with this video, so I can't really do much of my full potential, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it. So as for now, thank you all for watching, and enjoy this little montage.